What's going on? I am the MackRoberts, and this is Cop the Restock the podcast. Joining me is does every week and will do every week is
Yeah, man, Joey Green. Glad to be back again. What's going on, bro?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing today?
Chilling, man. I got my Fire Red 5 Black Tongues.
Mm-hmm.
Finally closed that OG loop for the 5, so
Mm-hmm.
hopefully I can get lucky with these Tokyos, but definitely ready to get into these next slate of releases for this week, so
Of course. Now, like I said before, I'm going to let them sit. I have no problems letting them sit. But and they're already going on sale. I've seen them for 190, 195 already. I'm gonna cop them at a
Yep,
smooth 170, 175. I was
for
busy
sure. I
copping
gotta
other
be more
things though.
patient. Oh yeah, I heard. A little birdie
Yeah.
told me.
So for me, my big grail has always been the Nike Air Force 180 pump. I'm a
hmm
huge fan of all of David Robinson's shoes. Love the air pressure, the command force, I know I'm missing plenty of shoes and like that are coming to my head. But the Air Force 180, ballistic force also. But the Air Force 180 pump, which almost never seems to go on sale in the original version with the pump. It just happened to go on sale. It was a 1991 version. I saw it on eBay and I said, anything under 400, I'm willing to pay for it. And it was a bid. I was looking at it. I was at a festival with my girl the entire time. I was like, I need it. I need it. I need to refresh it. Need to just make sure. Ended up getting them. They will be here next week. And it was truly needed for me, for sure.
That's what's up, bro. Good cop for sure.
Yeah. And then I can cop all the rest of the releases. I haven't copped the Cave Stones yet, of course. I didn't cop the five, so I'll cop those a little bit later. Both of them are still sitting, so it's not really a
hmm
rush for me at this point.
Yep, they'll be waiting on you.
Yeah. Don C is found himself in a little bit of hot water with Nike. Don C and specifically RSVP Gallery, his store in Chicago, was recently announced on Twitter to be in litigation with Nike to the tune of $191,000 for products provided to the store. The litigation, again, this is still all up in the air. It was just basically a complaint filed to the district court. So whether or not it's going to be done out of court or not is yet to be seen. But what are your thoughts on it, Jay?
Just another crazy litigation situation potentially between Nike and another party. And maybe they'll settle out of court. It might drag out in court. You
Mm-hmm.
just never know with these type of, you know, disputes. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely curious to see how it goes. And I'll definitely be paying attention. So it could get ugly. But,
It
they
could.
could settle out of court and get over with. But it could definitely drag out in court and get a little ugly. So we'll see.
Yeah, and for those that remember earlier this year, Edison Chen and the company Juice, who had also recently collabed with Nike or were longtime collabs of Nike, they were sued for $126,000 in unpaid bills. But I remember the story kind of blew up because originally it said 126 million and everybody was kind of freaking out, but it was only $126,000. So Nike's really in their litigation bag this year. It's gonna be interesting to see
Yeah, they ain't playing no games, bro.
for sure. With that being said, I'm pretty sure this is also going to be the end of any collaboration with Nike from the RSVP Gallery team. So I assume that's just going to be off white. I think the Sesames are supposed to be coming out, the Sesame Air Force Ones. That may get shelved. And then Don C, obviously, with the 3112 Legacy, which hasn't come out in a couple years. We're probably not going to get another John C2 either, which is unfortunate. Or
Yeah.
they may settle it in water under the bridge. Next up, Nike in their most recent update for the sneakers app has launched Sneakers Map, which essentially is a map which shows all of the locations that house Nike products. Now, for people who are in bigger cities like myself and you, I'm in New York, you're in DC, it's gonna obviously be a lot bigger. But it also has like random mom and pop shops as well, like stores that I didn't even know existed down the street from me. And they've also got like non Nike retailers, like Nike branded retailers, like Woodstock was on there. I also saw Kith was on there, Extra Butter. Tell me, what's your thoughts on this one?
I think it's a pretty cool feature that is finally here. I just would have thought that they would have had this, rolled out ahead of time or earlier, but they finally do have it. For sneakers maps, you can sort of pal around and see what's nearby. I actually experimented with this in DC and I didn't see anything. I don't know if that was a glitch or whatever because, we do have Nike stores in this area, but I do like the feature. I think it'll work pretty well and I'm looking forward to seeing how it evolves over time.
I'm actually surprised that you weren't able to check it out. I don't think any Foot Lockers or anything were on there. Let me quickly check. I don't think that was on there, which is kind of interesting. I know there's a Foot Locker down the street from me. No, Foot Locker is not on there. I've got like Extra Butters on there, Concepts is on there, Premium Goods. So funny enough, there's a Nike store in downtown Brooklyn
Mhm.
that also didn't pop up, but that's a brand new store, so I'm not super surprised. But it's a Nike store; you still should have it. It's still a work in progress for them.
Yeah, most likely because I just tried it again and it said nothing in your area exploring New York City. So we'll see.
You have no new Nike stores in your area waiting to meet you.
Right. Get it together, DC. Get it together.
Nike is collabing with Costco. Super random collab of the year, I suppose. They're going to be dropping a Kirkland branded Nike SB Dunk Low.
I really like these a lot. I actually saw these pop up on my feed today. Um, Me and my bros in the group chat were talking about these a little bit, and I actually am a Costco member.
Mm-hmm.
So, to see that representation is pretty cool. I like the little Kirkland stitch on the side. And for all you Bammers out there that think you too good for Kirkland branded stuff, don't try to act brand new and try to come around and scoop these when they come out. But
Mm-hmm.
these are clean. I mean, nice gray colorway. Gray on gray for any season really. So I think I'm gonna definitely get my hands on these. You really can't go wrong with a gray shoe. So I'm digging them for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like it's the same sweatpant kind of nylon material for the upper, which is a nice little touch.
Mhm.
I do like the little detailing. There's like this Kirkland branding, and it says, sizes 4 through 12, 13, 14, and 15, like it would on a Costco sign, which is a nice little detail,
Yeah,
as well
that's
as the
fire.
price. It's just a clean color. Like you said, like that heather gray, clean. It's a clean fit. And like I like the crew necks also. So I'm looking forward to this as well. So there isn't a release date for this shoe just yet,
Right.
but it will be releasing for 135, not the usual 130 that Dunks have been retailing for as of recent. So next up, this one is hot off the presses.
Yes.
So basically, right before we started recording, Z Sneakerheads had announced that two classic colorways are coming back for the Jordan 4 and the Jordan 3, respectively. First and foremost, the Jordan 4 Tour, which has not been seen since its original release in 2006. It was released alongside the Lightning and the Thunder in that LS era. And the Thunder and Lightning have both released twice. But these have never retroed, and this also has that rare patch. How you feeling about this one?
I've always loved these fours. This is such a clean colorway and always wanted a pair. They were always taxing on that OG release pair, and they were just always sort of out of reach in that respect. But now that they're re-releasing in fall 2026,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely on the radar for me. So I mean, just looking at the colorway, you got the hints of yellow, of course, the rare air patches, which is cool. You can sort of flip them upside down. I like to be weird like that with my patches, flip them upside down and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So you got the Tory yellow and the black and the white. It's just a really nice, clean colorway. So I cannot wait to get my hands on these. I love these.
For sure. And with so many of the releases as of recent also coming with that rare air patch, these, of course, the rare air fours, the undefeated, you can kind of mix and match with them as well, which wasn't an option for a lot of people when they first released in 2006. At the time, it was really just this and the undefeated, and nobody had the undefeated. They were, sky high at that time. But
Yeah.
like you said, it'll be a fall 2026 re-release, and it'll probably be at that 230 to 15-ish price.
Mhm.
Don't you just love it?
Gotta
Um,
love it,
yeah,
right?
I don't. Yeah, there wasn't much other. There weren't any other details on it, but it'll probably be actually at that 215 price, which means that we can sit and wait for them, and they will hit at 170, 180.
Yeah, most
Yep.
likely. I'm gonna be patient with these. I hope to be patient with these. I know how I am though.
Next up, also announced by Z Secret Heads, basically one right after the other, is the Jordan 3 True Blue, coming back for the first time since 2016. And a lot of these pairs, for whatever reason, started to crumble really early. I don't know why. So this is kind of much needed. 10 years out from that last release is about the right amount of time. How you feeling?
Yeah, I agree. 10 years is enough time to wait for a new retro release. Definitely looking forward to these. I mean, this is a classic OG, nice colors in true blue form. A lot of people are big fans of the true blue. I personally have never had a pair of True Blues, so when these come out, I will definitely be doubling up. And I've really been waiting on these. With threes, you've seen like navy blues and all these sort of other iterations in blue. And not to dump on them, but the True Blue is obviously the True Blue for a reason. So I definitely cannot wait to get these. I'll probably double up since they are OG. So definitely on my radar.
Yeah, these are actually the only OG three that I don't have. I have the Fire Reds from 2 years, 3 years ago with this. Wow. From
Hmm.
2022.
Yeah, time
Wow.
flies.
And then I had uh OG pair of not OG pair, but I had a 2016 pair of white cement threes and the 2018 pair of the black cement threes, and then I doubled up on that as well for the last release last year. So this is just the last three I've needed. It's one that I've just kept putting off, but at this point, like you said, it's time to pick it up. I just need a pair for sure. And
Definitely.
again, no release date as of yet, but it's looking like a holiday release as well, according to Z Sneakerheads. It's pretty solid as far as leaks go.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
So while the book, like we're getting images and releases of the newest Ja silhouette that Ja will be wearing upcoming in the upcoming season. We're obviously getting picture. We've gotten pictures of Giannis's new silhouette, and we've also gotten the LeBron 23. We know what that's looking like. Apparently, it looks like the book two may be the next to be kind of leaked. Now, we didn't get any photos of it. However, in a workout with Chris Brickley, who has worked out with just about everybody, it's worked out with you if you played 2K as well. Devin Booker was seen wearing a pair of shoes that were completely blurred out during the entire clip. We're actually going to play the clip really quickly right here. Yeah,
Nice and blurred out.
yeah. A lot of post production went into that for sure.
Yeah, when I seen him working out, and obviously saw the kicks blurred out. I was like, "Oh, you don't want us to see these yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got some
Mm-hmm.
prototype work going on. Okay, book."
For sure. I'm pretty sure if I sat down in Premiere Pro, if I could probably get some frames of this. I'm gonna see if I can do that. I'm gonna get back to this. If I'm remembering correctly, there was a little quick frame that wasn't blurred out. I may just want to see if I can zoom and enhance, enhance, enhance,
Right.
enhance.
I'm sure you'll crack the case on that.
the the
Exactly.
the the Junie from Spy Kids, just the zoom.
Yep. So
While we didn't get pictures of that shoe, we did get the release info on another pair of books that are going to be released. In fact, we're getting two pairs of books. Nike will be dropping an Immortal pack, and it is a pack. Both shoes are releasing together, apparently. It's going to be Book, KD, and LeBron are all getting an Immortal pack releasing. We're going to talk about each one of them separately, but the first one is going to be Book, and they're all going to be celebrating the gold medal that they got from the previous Olympics. Now, this isn't a Jordan Brand Nike collaboration, so Tatum isn't also getting a Immortal release. It's strictly Nike basketball. But tell me how you feel about these.
these are interesting, especially this navy blue pair with the I don't know if that's just paint spots or cheetah print, but I think it is a cool look. I do see the white pair hiding back there too. I think this is a cool little pack, and the book fans will definitely be happy, and I'm happy for book too. I think his line is doing well. I think Nike should just push it a little better, but as far as the shoes go, there's a lot of different flavors as far as colorways and stuff, and this just adds to it. So digging them. I think they'll look good on court too. So shout out to book.
Again, a lot of people haven't really been feeling the books a lot as of recent just because of the way Nike's been doing the rollout.
Hmm.
I I like the color blocking on the blue pair. I'm not too big a fan of the teal swoosh with the it almost looks like a 3D print on the white pair. But
Yeah.
I think that I mean they'll sit. I'm gonna say it right now. They'll sit.
Yeah. They'll sit
Especially
hard.
considering that they are both coming out together.
Yeah.
And they are both releasing on September 18th, and the retail price for these is going to be $310. So yeah, I think that they're definitely going to both sit for a while. People aren't paying 310 for two pairs of books. You
Mm-mm.
know,
Nah.
unless they're doing some crazy limited thing, which I doubt that they're doing. Okay, following up, these will be actually a pair of releases that I'm more excited for, which is going to be the KD Immortal Pack. Now, this is not two separate pairs of the KD 18. This is instead the KD 18 Immortal and a re release of the KD 4 Gold Medal, which has not been seen since 2012, the original release.
Yeah, I'm digging this pack a lot. The 18s are fire, and of course the gold medal fours are fire. I always wanted a pair of the gold medal KD fours. This pack is hot. I
Mhm.
think it's definitely gonna do well. Just beyond KD fans, these are just fire in general. The gold colors are fire. This pack is gonna go crazy, I think.
So, fun fact, the KD4 gold medal was the very first pair of shoes that I got from the Twitter reserve system way
Mm,
back then.
mm.
And I had to pick them up at 21 Mercer. I remember it was a random Saturday. It was like our sophomore year of college. And I remember just loving this pair. I think it's still on my Instagram, like my pair. And I've loved this shoe. It's a great colorway. I wore that colorway to the ground. I definitely need a new pair. I'm also liking the 18s as well. I think that the Immortal, I mean the KD 18 has been coming out with a lot of nice throwback colorways to previous silhouettes. This and of course the Area 72, like I've talked about a couple times on the pod. Been really messing with the KD 18. I may pick up a couple of the pairs, a couple more of the pairs once they start to come down in price because I don't want to pay retail for them. I'm sorry. Now,
I feel you on that.
this will also be releasing on the 17th, and these will be releasing as a pack for a retail price according to Foot Locker of 360.
Mm.
And then the last pack we have is the LeBron 22 pack. So these originally released at the Nike 330 community space, which was LeBron's foundation. It was a limited release to like 8 pairs, and that was basically it. Now they're officially releasing both pairs as a wide release, and again, it's the gold pair and the blue pair together. They're not separating the pack. How are you feeling about these?
Digging them. It goes back with the GOAT pack. Crazy colorways. Always doing it big with the colorways on the LeBrons. Um, I definitely remember seeing him play in the gold pair in the Olympics. The blue pair is crazy too. I like the kind of like bluish neochrome type look on there. Definitely has a nice pop with the black laces. The gold pair pops a lot too. These are fire. I think they'll look good on and off the court. So looking forward to this pack as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I have been I've been liking the gold pair a little bit more than the blue pair. The gold pair in certain lights seems to remind me of like a Saint Vincent Saint Mary's colorway, which I've been
Hmm.
loving. Like I'm a huge fan of all the Saint Vincent Saint Mary colors. Just that tan or gold and that Irish green put together does it for me every time. What's that caramel? What's that called? I love it. Every single time it gets me, and
Yeah.
this pair is no different. I don't know if I want to get both pairs together. Again, I'm not pressed for it at that rate, especially because I'm not the hugest fan of the blue pair. But
Hmm.
both pairs will be releasing on the 17th at a retail price of $510. Light work,
Some slight, some
some
slight.
light. All right, next up we have Atmos back at it again in the Nike Air Max space. They've got all your favorite sneaker collabs on the Air Maxes. The Air Max 1, the Elephant Print Pack, the Air Max 95, the Animal Pack. Basically, all of my favorite Air Maxes can be directly linked back to Atmos. And this may be another one. They're going to be utilizing the Air Max 95 in an OG colorway. It looks like they might be dealing with the neon just from the signs, but it's going to be based around Harajuku culture, and Harajuku culture is big in Japan, kind of like a kawaii. Like if you, I just always think of Gwen Stefani's Love Angel Music Baby when I think of Harajuku,
Yeah.
but uh, we didn't really get too much on this. But tell me, how you feeling about the announcement of the collab?
Just based on the announcement and just like this sort of sneak peek, really like mysterious cliffhanger type picture. I think it's gonna be a fire colorway just based off the neons and Atmos and Nike always come through a collab, so I'm not too concerned about whether it'll be a letdown or not. So I think they'll come correct with this pair. People will flock for the hype, of course,
Hmm.
and I think it'll be a solid pair. I'm gonna try my luck at them.
I am too, and I I think that when the pair dropped. They're saying that it may be a Japan exclusive, unfortunately, which hate to see it. You just hate to see it. And so with that, it may end up being completely out of reach for us unless we want to pay that Japan tax. That
Cop the
rice
resale.
tax. You'll have to cop the resale. But I want to. I hope it looks like again. It might be just a neon colorway, but if it's not, and they do something crazy with it, depending on what they do with it, I may cop for sure. We're getting just more Olympic based colorways, which is in an off year because it's 2026, which would be. Is that an off year? Yeah, no, it is an off year.
It is, yeah.
But the Kobe 2 or not the Kobe 2, the Crazy 2 is re-releasing in the USA colorway, which I think of all the Crazy 2s is probably the most loved colorway outside of like the all silver pair.
Mhm.
And I don't think this is ever retro. Yeah, I don't think this is ever retroed. I am excited for it, but how are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I've never really been the biggest fan of the Crazy Twos, just the whole like slip on, no lace system. But, there's a market for it. And, Kobe did a lot of cool things in these shoes as he
Mm-hmm.
dominated the game. RIP Kobe.
Yep,
But for the fans that want these, I'm gonna let y'all have those. I'm gonna admire them from afar.
it's me. I'm fans,
There you go. Enjoy them, bro.
but I'm not the hugest fan of the Kobe 2 either. This is just one of those out there pairs that I've always just been a fan of. It was
Mhm.
paying homage to the victims of 9/11, and I think that the new Kobe release, the Kobe 2 with like the zip, those have been really fire. I think I feel like people are kind of warming up to the Kobe 2s also. I'm gonna call them the Kobe 2s because they're the Kobe 2s. Like I don't call them the crazy eights. I don't it's the crazy ones, it's the Kobe 2.
Yeah.
That's how I first met them. Adidas named them the Kobe 2, so I'm gonna call them the Kobe 2.
There you go. That's the name.
But I think that I think this is gonna do well. I think that they're probably gonna keep this as it might make this a limited release also, but I think this is gonna do well. I think that enough time has passed, and a lot of people are fans of that chunky shoe. It was super ahead of this time, for sure. No word on an exact retail date, but it is planned to be returning in June. Next up, we have the J Tips collab. J Tips has been killing it all throughout like the last 2-3 years. This is J Tip's second collab for the year after the I Love You But I'm Busy collab earlier this year, which I did manage to get. I had to go through multiple channels to get this and didn't end up getting it. And then I had to cop the resale. But I mean, it was a pair that I really, really messed with, the Jazz 9. Now, this this collab is going to be based on the Saucony Pro Grid Triumph 4, and it's going to be the Flowers Grown Uptown collab. That's the name of the colorway for this set.
I'm feeling good about these. I like all four colorways. They all have their own flair to them. I think every single colorway has their own, character and story to them. All the colorways pop. I could definitely see myself wearing these, and yeah, I really like all four of these for sure.
Yeah, again big fan of J Tips and what he's been doing as of recent. I met him a number of years back. One of my close friends is actually really close friends with him, and we met back when I used to write about sneakers. Really proud to see what he's done thus far. Might have to get that Poison Ivy collab or pair and the Sugar Maple pair. Those two are my big standouts. if I can get all four, I'll get all four. But those two definitely are the ones I'm looking out for the most.
Yeah, they're pretty icy. All
Yep.
four pairs are pretty icy.
Now these are going to be a fall slash winter release, but we haven't gotten a confirmed date locked in just yet. Next up, Puma is officially releasing the Halliburton 1 in his second job because he's not going to be doing his main job because he's injured. They
Yeah.
released promo of him in a supermarket and they called it the Hallamart. And they basically did the promo in there, and it's the Puma Halley one in the Opal colorway.
So I took a look at some of these images, the official images for the Halley one as he was promoting them in the Halley Martin or Halley Market, excuse me. But looks like a solid basketball shoe. I really like the Puma placement on the shoe itself, how it sort of, like kind of blends in with the ankle collar area and
Mhm.
just how it sort of complements the other shades of blue and the midsole and outer sole as well. So pretty cool, solid first shoe for Hallie. Glad to see him get his first signature shoe because he was really dogging last season. It was so
Mhm.
unfortunate to see him get injured, but yeah, nice, cool, solid debut sneaker, and I do like the colors on these.
Yeah, for sure. And this shoe is going to be done by Soleil Bembury, who is the director of Puma, which is kind of interesting because Soleil Bembury's been doing collabs with a bunch of other brands. As we all know, they did the New Balance collab. They've also been doing the Crocs collab as well. So for Soleil Bembury to come back and do the Puma Halley 1, I think is a good look as well. It is a nice looking shoe. I wonder if they're using any of their tech. I know that for the first time, like the first time I saw the shoe was in the finals, I think game one. I'm digging the shoe for sure. Like you said, the ankle collar look, and I like how the overlays also kind of blend in the shoe. It doesn't look like it's too. It doesn't look like they're out of place.
Right.
Yeah. This will be the September 26th release in adult sizes retail for 130 and for GS sizes will release at $100. Next up, we have ASAP Rocky, who also has been doing the collab game for sure. I mean, ever since his Adidas deal way back when, veteran of the sneaker game, even though never stepped foot on a court, never seen him shoot a single hoop in my a day in my life. But he's back with Puma, and they're releasing an animal print collection, and it's going to consist of three shoes. It's going to be the Monstro Gabia, and the Puma Inhale, which is like kind of like his silhouette for all intents and purposes. I know he dropped one earlier this year. Now, and that one did pretty good, pretty well. It was kind of like racer themed. I saw a couple pieces from the clothing line that I kind of wanted, and I should have picked it up, and now I'm kind of regretting it. But yeah, how are you feeling about the collab?
um, Probably not a shoe that I will wear, but just based on like the design and colorway, I think the execution is definitely there. It's a design and silhouette that's pretty unique, so it is going to stand out from a lot of releases this year and beyond. So that does have it going for them. I think the colors do blend nicely together. It's a very unique silhouette. So I think for folks that are looking for something different to sort of rock and stand out, I think they'll definitely be going for these. It'll be a good go-to for that type of thing.
Yeah, and for the Inhale, I've been I'm not the hugest fan of it. Like, I don't think that it's a good looking shoe as far as like the design and the colors. I
Mm,
think that the Monstro Gabbia, which also has the um disc blade type of design, is probably my favorite of the three, even though it looks the most out there. But the Speedrunner based shoe, the Monstro, it looks okay. I think they're all just kind of all over the place. I'm not a huge fan of the snakeskin print on the side on all of these either,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
is an animal based pack, so I understand that that's what they were obviously going for. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the pack in its entirety, but the Inhale will be releasing for a retail price of 140 on October 9th. The Monstro Classic will be releasing at one. Excuse me, the Mostro. I say Monstro. Mostro Classic will release at 150, and then the Mostro Gabbia will be releasing for a retail price of 250, which is going to be a hard sell for everybody, in my
Extremely
opinion.
hard sell.
Yeah.
They look like you'll see them in Star Wars, all 3 of those. That's
they
just for whatever reason, Star Wars came to my mind when I looked at all 3 of those pairs.
that's the all three of them will be in the next Dune production.
For sure.
Looking like Mad Max. And
Absolutely.
yeah, especially like with the extra studs on the Monstro Gabbia. I keep saying Monstro. Mostro Gabbia and the Mostro. The Mostro, I mean, not everybody can do animal. Like animal print is not for all shoes.
Mhm. Very true.
And it definitely takes some doing, some finessing, especially like snakeskin, like the Jordan 11 snakeskin or the low tops, and the dunks that have used snakeskin for the most part have been okay. I'm trying to think of like the Jordan 4 snakeskin. I feel like that one didn't really do it too well. The white snakeskin Jordan 4s. But again, it's a hard thing to pull off, and
Yeah.
it's not for all silhouettes in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree. It's very hit or miss.
That concludes our news of the week. Let's get into some releases. First shoe up, or should I say shoes, is going to be the Nike Cactus Plant Flea Market, or CPFM Dunk Pack. They're also called the Sponge Dunk Pack, if you will. All three of them will be releasing at 155. They have already been loaded up onto CPFM's website, and I assume they're probably going to do like some sort of either like a raffle or something. But what are your thoughts on? Let's start with the black or the Sequoia pair.
I think the black and sequoia pair is probably my favorite out of all 3, but then again, I sort of bounce back because I do like all 3 pairs, so I kinda bounce between them. But as far as all 3 go,
Mhm.
I think there'll be a hit. I think as far as the raffle goes, there will probably be a ton of raffle entries, and of course, not everybody's gonna get picked, and you'll see folks on the timeline, talking about how raffles ain't fair and
Mhm.
the resale is gonna go crazy. I think this is just one of those releases where folks will have to cop the resale.
Yeah, for sure. And same, my favorite is the Sequoia pair. I'm liking the outside of the photo blue digital pink pair. It
Hmm.
reminds me of the Bazooka Joe SBs
Yeah.
from a bunch of years back. But like you said, it's cop the resale. Everybody should try to get the um everybody should try to get in the raffle. The raffle is gonna release by the time this pod will drop, it will have released. So you'll know if you had a pair or not.
Right.
And it will have released on September 17th for a retail price of 155, like I said before. Next up, we have shoe or pair of shoes that we previously spoke about. It's the Book One pack, and it's the Immortal pack, retailing for 310 on 917 as well. What's your thoughts on these?
Um, just based on just the colorways, and I don't really hear too much about the demand being there. I think this pack will ultimately sit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really want them, you'll probably be able to sleep in and wake up and just cop a pair if you really want them. So I think these will sit in brick.
I was getting ready to say I think that releasing them together is going to be the downfall of these shoes, and I'll even go as far as say all three packs will
All three,
release. All
okay.
three will brick because of the fact that they're releasing them together.
Yeah. I want
Unfortunately, oh, you finished?
oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say I want that KD pack to brick.
Oh,
So I can
the
just
KD's is gonna break.
easily get them KD for gold medals.
I say this, and then they're gonna release 75 pairs total, and they're gonna fly off the shelves, and we'll be like,
Of course, yeah.
but if they well with Foot Locker getting pairs, I'm assuming it's gonna be a regular release. I think it's gonna brick, unfortunately,
Yeah.
especially at that 310 price. People aren't pressed for books at the regular 110, 130 price. So
Hmm.
they're definitely not going to be pressed for a pay, even though they wore them. All of them were worn in the Olympics. The 260 you would normally pay for two pairs of books is still less than the 310 that they're trying to get people to pay for this pack. So I
Right.
think that it's definitely going to brick.
Yeah, it will.
Next up, we have the LeBron 22 Immortal pack. What's your thoughts on where this is going to go at $510?
Yeah, at 5'10", I think my GOAT pack is gonna be it's gonna be a brick sitting pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, for these, I mean, I like them. I think both pairs are nice, but at that price point, I just don't see the demand being there. So I expect them to definitely sit and brick, and the prices will definitely go down for these. Just 510 for this pack
Yeah.
is a little crazy. So
And that's the thing that you run the risk for with packs. It's either you make it a super limited release and let people buy the pair that they want and then sell it separately, or you make it a wide release and you're gonna have both pairs hit the outlets in mass. By which then you will split up the pack, and Nike outlets probably again one will probably be sitting at two. Well, at 510, that's what 270. That's not 270. 255 a pair at 510. Um, like that's a lot. That's a lot to be asking for a pair of LeBron 22s. I think both
yeah,
of them are going to break.
they will. Both are bricks.
Next up, we have the KD 18 pack, KD 4/18 pack in the Immortal colorway, retailing at $360 on September 17th. Thoughts?
This was my favorite pack out of all three. Apologies to my goat, but you know, uh, with the 360 price point, I think these might sit in brick as well. I mean, I could see folks going for them just because of the gold medal fours, but I still think you're asking a lot for this pack in general at 360. But we'll see how they go. I'm gonna definitely go for the gold medal fours, but I'm definitely curious to see how these do when they release. I probably won't rush to get them,
Mm.
so I think they will sit and they'll ultimately break, and they might hit outlets, or you might be able to get them on discount. But I definitely do need those gold medal fours for sure.
I would say the same thing. When the Nerf and Weatherman pairs sat, that's when I knew the kids don't want KD4s. And then you're also adding a KD18 to it and you're charging 360. That's very out of reach for a lot of people. That's
Yeah.
asking for 180 for both pairs. And the KD being again originally $100. It was $95. And I think this pair was I paid 110, 120 for this pair originally. So I mean I guess you can say 200 and 150 or 160, I suppose, but even still, that's asking for a lot for a pack that's probably going to break. And I keep saying this, and I feel like it's just going to be a limited release, and we're not going to see any of them at all. As I'm saying, I feel like, again, it's a pack, and they're going to release like
Yeah.
100 pairs, and that's going to be it. I'm going to try to go to the Foot Locker tomorrow, and they're going to be like, it's sold out. I'm sorry.
Nike does stuff like that, so it wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me at all. I wouldn't put it past them
Yeah, if
to do
it's,
something like that.
and I don't think that we've gotten anything even remotely close to stock numbers because, again, this was kind of an announced pack, basically spur of the moment. But if you go online and if I go online tomorrow morning and it's sold out on Foot Locker, I'm gonna be like, all right, let me go get this damn pack. This is the only one though.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see stock numbers on not only this pack, but the LeBron pack for sure at 540 or 560 or whatever, and the book pack too. Just sort of curious to see like how many pairs are actually being put out there. So we'll see what stock numbers do, and we'll see how the release goes. But yeah, these pack prices kind of crazy, man.
Crazy for sure. Yeah, like again, like 360, 310, and 510 is crazy. Like
Mm.
that's way too much. We're in a recession. Didn't you know? um Next up we have the Jordan Trunner in the OS colorway or the OS styling in the Magic Hour colorway. And this is going to be releasing on September 17th as well. Retail price of $115. Um, I think you can count the restock on these. I think these will probably sell out. I think that people are starting to come around to the Jordan Trunner. I think that you can probably cop the restock on these if it sells out. Especially at that
Yeah,
115 price. Sorry.
yeah, 115 price is a solid price point for these, not too crazy high. I do like the colors on these, complement each other well. Um, yeah, I kind of see these selling and being a cop to restock type of situation. Yeah.
We have the Comme des Garçons, the CDG Nike Air Rejuvenate, which is not to be confused with the slip-on Nike React Rejuvenate, which has been all over the place. These are both releasing separately in a black and a white pair at $155 each on September 18th. Where do you think this is gonna go?
Mm, both clean. I think they might have a chance of sitting, but maybe not for long.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I won't say brick necessarily, but I think if you don't wait too long, you'll probably be able to get these.
Yeah, I think this is a let it sit pair also.
Yeah.
155. I mean, CDGs can go any which way
Yeah.
depending on the silhouette, and they always usually do the black and white, so it's a pretty safe and clean pair.
Mm.
However, again, if it I can see it sitting. You could probably get it at the outlets, maybe 120, 110 ish range. I don't think it's gonna sell out. And conversely, another black and white pair dropping that is gonna sell out just because of the name. Strictly because of the name is the Supreme Nike Air Force One. It's gonna be dropping also on the same day at $124.
Yeah,
Cop the
bots are gonna eat this.
Yeah, cop the resale.
Cop the resale.
I'm not.
Anytime you slap a Supreme logo on something, you
Mm-hmm.
just might have to just expect that they're gonna sell out or sell well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say cop the resale on these simply because it's definitely gonna be a hit. It's definitely selling out, but
Mhm.
how many Supreme Air Force Ones have we seen over the years? A billion. Like this is
A
just
bunch.
another one. I feel like it's gonna drop for 124, 150, 160 probably. Like definitely gonna be a little bit over retail, but I don't think it's gonna be super like cop the resale. Just it's completely unobtainium. It's not unobtainium. I think that you might be able to catch it at a reasonable price if only a little bit over retail for sure.
Yeah, I don't really see them taxing on these, and just like some of the past releases with Preem Air Forces, like the whites with the red box logo,
Hmm.
haven't really gone crazy on resale. And Supreme was actually like restocking those kind of frequently.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll do that with these. I'm not too sure, but I don't really see resale going too crazy on these.
Yeah. And currently you can buy a pair of Supreme Air Force Ones in the low top white and red at 178 on Go.
Hmm,
148 on
okay,
StockX. So like if you do the legwork again, they're not going to be crazy taxed. And this is big sizes too. This is set to
right.
11 and a half, 11. Like you can probably get them for relatively close to retail. Next up, we have the Reebok Angel Reese 1 finally releasing after Angel Reese has gotten like three different other silhouettes. The I can't think of the names of them right off the top of my head, but I know them when I see them. But they uh Reebok is finally releasing the official Angel Reese 1 in the Diamond Dust, the Me Bounce, and the Receipts Ready colorways. Diamond Dust is the all white pair, the Me Bounce, which shout out to whoever put together Me Bounce. That was a great idea for Angel
Yeah,
Reese.
nice little play on words.
Um, that's the pink pair, and then the Receipts Ready is the black and white pair. I think these are debut colorways. Cop the restock. Cop the restock on these.
Yeah, I'm thinking cop the restock on these. I do like the black and white pair, very
Mm-hmm.
sleek, very smooth, and these pink pairs, like these and the Asia Wilsons and any other hoop shoe or off the court shoe that comes in pink, it's pretty fire for the most part. So I
Mm-hmm.
like the pink pair as well. So got a little shade of light pink and the darker pink. So those are pretty hard too. So I'm thinking these will do well. Probably have to cop the restock on these.
Yeah. And again, I only say that because these are OG colorways, so stock numbers are probably going to be low.
Mhm.
All three are going to be releasing on September 18th for a retail price of $120. And it's Angel Reese. I think that it's probably going to do well. Like Reebok is putting a lot of stock into Angel Reese. I think that they're going to do well.
Yeah, same here.
Next up, we have the Jordan 3 Mexico, or what is the actual name of this colorway? 'Cause I feel like everybody just calls them the Jordan 3 Mexico.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot too.
The Jordan 3 El Vuelvo releasing on September 20th for a retail price of $230. I don't know where the stock numbers are on this. Like, I feel like at 230 they're looking at it as a premium release. It's going to
Hmm.
be it's a nice looking pair,
Yeah.
and I I think this is also probably going to be uh a cop the restock. I think this. I think that is. I think it's actually going to be a hit. Because I really like this pair. I think that it may actually sell out. I'll go on the limb and say it'll sell out.
Honestly, I think they're gonna sell out as well. I really like these. I think the colorway is smooth. I mean, the design on them is cool.
Mhm.
You got this sort of type of wave thing going on the side, and usually I don't really like threes that don't have elephant print,
Mhm.
but this is an exception. I think they've done well with like the red placements and little hint of green, and of course with the white and I think gold lacelets up there.
Mhm.
But I think these will do pretty well. So I'm kind of leaning between cop the restock and cop the resale. But overall, I think they'll be a hit.
Yeah, I think that again, like this is kind of like a faux snakeskin look. This is an example of the snakeskin print, if you will, done well.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think it's going to be a hit for sure. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 40 in the Dusty Rose colorway. And I'm gonna be real. Do people love the Jordan 4, the Jordan 40? I've never heard people talking about the Jordan 40 crazy outside of like that OG colorway. Um, it's releasing at a retail price of $205, and I think you can let this sit.
Yeah, sort of thinking the same thing. You could probably let these sit. I haven't heard too much about the 40s in general, other than like that OG white pair. But as far as these go, I do like the pink on them with the black laces, but they'll probably sit.
Yeah. And lastly, up for release on the 20th is the Cop the Restock pair of the week. I think that's when we're gonna do a Cop the Restock pair of the week every week, and the Cop
Definitely.
the Restock pair of this week is going to be the Jordan 1 Travis Scott in the Fragment colorway. Fragment plus Travis
Boy.
Scott, cop the resale. Just
Yeah.
just just go ahead and cop the resale on these.
These are gonna be a problem.
You don't even need to worry about what the retail price is because you're not getting these for retail.
Yeah, you gotta get super lucky or you gotta be running a bot.
For sure. And I mean, for those who do really think that they're going to get it for retail, it's going to retail for $150. But for every, again, cop the resale. Just go ahead
Yeah.
and cop the resale. Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip on it. Just
Yep,
go ahead
don't
and hit up
trip.
eBay. Hit up. I wouldn't say StockX because they love to send fake pairs to StockX. Hit up
Mhm.
Goat. Like, just go ahead and don't even worry about it. Just go straight
Yep.
over there.
Let's get it out the way.
Like the last couple of Jordan 1 lows haven't been too crazy as far as price goes. The Travis Scott Jordan lows, like the medium olive, I think is only sitting at $400, and I think the brown pair, the velvet brown pair, I think that's only at $400 or $500, depending on what size you're in. Uh, this is a fragment pair. This is not the same thing.
Right.
It's not the same. You're gonna be paying $700-$800 for these, point blank. Period.
Yeah, just off fragment alone.
Yep. And with that, that concludes Cop the Restock, the sneaker releases. Next up is our TikTok portion, but again, you guys will check that out on TikTok or Reels, wherever it goes. So for the podcast portion, our closeout, as always, I'm the Mac Roberts,
And I'm Joey Green.
and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.